Welcome to part 62 of Legend of Dragoon. In today's episode, we are going to start chapter 3. And as I said before, get used to Shauna. Anyway, automatically, we're setting sail from Fletz to the town of Furni. As we start chapter 3, Fate and Soul. Fate and Soul. Much like Danao, and I do believe Bale. No, just Danao. This theme music is pretty serene. Now, there's a gimmick to this place. The gimmick is, you're gonna need a boat. Unfortunately, you're also gonna need a license for said boat. So, if you just so happen to have low health, or need to go to an inn after coming from chapter 2, then unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. Anyway, Mary recognizes this place, and although Hashel questions her, she just says she's very popular here, even though not a single person knows who she is. The fact remains, there was people talking about a wolf of some sorts. We need to find out what's going on, and if Lloyd has something to do with this. After all, he did fly here. Now, this is the part where Shauna starts developing into a stronger character. Because Shauna thinks about the people that are going to be in trouble if Lloyd is allowed to run free. That's the kind of gung-ho attitude I like. Meanwhile, we could do some exploring if you like, but for the most part, you can't just walk up to the counters like you do in other towns and expect to even get any service. As a matter of fact, you can walk down here and try to talk to the guy. No such luck. But you're going to need a boat. And in order for that to happen, you're going to have to activate a cutscene. But since this is a new town, I have to mind you that we are running a little bit short on Stardust. In this chapter, there's only 11 Stardust, and one of them can actually be found here. Simply put, just walk over to these barrels here, over here, and over here, and examine. There's the Stardust. Now, the other Stardust that can be found here is pretty special. In fact, it's so special that you're going to have to wait till certain events in order to get it. You see, well, I'll explain the details more later. Right now, these groups of warriors, this group of warriors is here to slay a wolf. This seems to be all of us. Now, I'll explain the strategy. Resident Knight Harris. We have to overcome the white wolf called Kamuy that lives in the evergreen forest. Gee, that's an original name. Almost as original as Everfree Forest. Don't mock me. Anyway, between this village and Leningrad. We don't have to go to Leningrad just yet. Anyway, did you call us for that? Not only that, a boy from the village, Tio, disappeared in the evergreen forest. That's the reason why you won't be able to get the Stardust. You see, Tio is somewhere in the evergreen forest, and in order for us to get the Stardust, we have to bring him back safely. The strategy is simple. All of us beat the bushes all over evergreen forest. Oh, this ain't good. I promise a 5-time larger prize for the one of you who defeats Kamuy. I promise the same for the one who saves Tio. Well, you better start paying up. That's because Dart is the main character of this story, and there is nothing that you're going to be paying these chumps that Dart can't do for free. Anyway, who are you? I've never seen you before. Meet Bulgus. If you take out the U and L and put an O in his name, you'll have Bogus. Anyway, you look like you'll have a chance, but I'm getting a prize. Don't ever disturb me. Are you scared out of your wits and can't talk? You want the cloud approach or not? Cut it out! We have to cooperate or we cannot overcome Kamuy. None of you NPCs can do it, you know that, right? Because Dart's a badass. But of all things, you can call yourself walking into the night after walking into the house that's right there and talking to the night. Where we need to go is actually the hotel. That's where we need to go. Unfortunately, oh, excuse me. Yeah, we can talk to the Knight. The Knight's not going to say anything. Excuse me. Sorry about Bogus. Everybody's feeling uptight before the battle with the Savage Wolf. Please excuse them. I understand. You are not here to overcome the wolf. Be careful moving forward on your journey. There's nothing here in this house. But that's basically all that's here. Quite frankly, like I said, all we need to do is talk to the mayor. But first we have to actually go to the inn to get the license. And in order to do that, I think we're supposed to go over to the left here. Yes, the left, instead of going back. Because there's no other way to go. Something's going on in the back of the village. I wonder what's going on. Yeah, you just missed it. But anyway, there are just a lot about this city that I like. First of all, it's full of water, and secondly, it's got the peaceful theme from the Now village. Now, this is basically similar to what we had to go through with Bale. The difference is, it's the entire stage. It was 3 years ago Tio brought back an injured wolf cub. That wolf is the Kamuy we are talking about. Uh-oh. So that explains why the boy left. I wanted to go to the National Library in Denengard. Yeah, NPC, you'll just be standing there talking about your wants and likes. Anyway, where we need to go is right here, to talk to the hotel owner. I'll be right with you. Here is the license for the boat. The mayor gave us an order to rent the boat to the warriors. For free. Warriors? Well, you are the warriors who came to overcome the wolf, aren't you? Nah, here's the thing with this. If you say, yes we are, you'll have to repeat the dialogue over again. So tell them no we're not. No, we are not. We're travelers. We just arrived from Tiberoa today. From Tiberoa? Uh-oh, this came to a shock. With that huge boat? Yes, it is the Queen's Fury. Oh, Queen Fury. Anyway. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 7. What happened to 4 through 6? Could you be the famous Darton companions who conquered the sea dragon in Alyssa Bay? I guess the story has traveled all the way here. Hun, let the mayor know about this. He'll be happy to hear about this. Here it is, the license for the boat. Take it. And with that, we'll be able to not only go to the inn and the clinic and the mayor house, but we can also go to the shop as well. Of course, you're going to need the boat in order for to proceed through this stage. It's all a matter of going through this maze. But bear in mind one thing. I hope you stocked up on healing breezes. Because this is the first and only place that will actually have a healing fog available. So where we need to go is... Well, first let's go to the left. I want to show you where the weapon shop is, and it's technically right there. So let's see what we could buy, and what we can afford. Which is probably not that much. Anyway, dancing dagger. I need to buy one of those. A giganto helm for Kongol. Combat shoes we already have. The stone amulet. Attack badge. And a loot cloak. So how would that help for everyone else? Yeah, I am so desperate into putting that on the Meru. I really am. I probably will have to do that later, though. Yeah, Meru's attacks is pretty low, and I just realized that I still have that talisman on Meru. I'll have to come back later, get enough money to buy something to compensate for the talisman, and I'll just have to buy other things too. Anyway, you could also talk to the fisherman. Are you the heroes from Tiberoa? It seems there is no need for you to show up. And they have nothing of value to say. Next, you can just move to the right. Now, for the item shop, just go to the front. Now, there's two ways you could go. You could go to the left, and you could go to the house on the right, or you could go to the item shop to the left. The item shop to the left has, like I said, the only healing fog in the area. So you might want to stock up on these if you haven't already stocked up on healing breezes, because healing breezes and healing fogs and healing rains are better than healing potions. Oh, and if you had space, you could have used a depetrifier. Depetrifiers are basically what's going to keep you from being petrified. I want to go to the right. The right, not the left. Let's go to the right. And now, let's show you where that leads. Or are we going to the mayor's house? No, let's show you what's happening with the right. Because let's face it, people, there's not much happening as far as this house is concerned. And of course, there's nothing here. But this person is actually telling you about fairies living in Evergreen Forest. That sounds rather suspicious. Rather suspicious indeed. When I was a child, I saw reality in fairy tales too. Something tells me that these fairies are more than meets the eye. Oh no, I shouldn't have read the tale about the fairies in the Evergreen Forest. Yeah, I meant the Tales in the Evergreen Forest. Duh. Speech problems. Anyway. So now, with all the sightseeing done, I'm not showing off the clinic because there's literally an option of going straight to the clinic. And none of us is poisoned or any sort of bad stats has happened to us. Not yet, anyway. I probably will be visiting there off screen. So where we need to go is the upper right. And also, if I'm not mistaken, we also did this in the marshland too. So, here's where we need to go. If we want the star piece, you go to the right. If you want to go back the way you came, you go to the front. You go to the clinic by simply asking to go to the clinic. But for now, we're going to the mayor's house. Because that's going to get rid of the guys blockading the entrance to the Evergreen Forest. Are they coming? The heroes of Tiberoa? Now, let's sit back and enjoy the talk with the mayor. Oh, I couldn't sit still. I was just pacing around waiting for you. The story of your heroic deeds in Tiberoa has reached us here in Furni. Yes, we are world famous. It is wonderful what you did. Yeah, you should have heard what we did in Serdio. And now I would like you to listen to my story. Please wait. I don't know what you're talking about. I would like to talk briefly about the sad situation in this village. Okay. Would you please listen to me? Here's the deal. If he says sorry we have no time, you'll have to restart this dialogue all over again. Or Shauna will actually convince you to listen. Either way, you kinda don't have a choice. This is my daughter Fa. A few days ago, my daughter was attacked by a wolf. Fortunately, the injury was not bad. However, since then, she hasn't talked at all. Probably from the shock of the incident. Poor thing. Uh-oh, Shauna's Shauna's motherly instincts is kicking in. The wolf is becoming more savage every day. Now he's been joined by the monsters from the Evergreen Forest, and they attack people. I see. The warriors outside are a group headed for battle. Indeed, if we finish off the wolf, your daughter may become better. But it's more complicated than that. The wolf called Kamuy that attacked Fa was kept by a boy of this village until recently. And the boy who kept Kamuy named Tio has disappeared. In short, Tio was pursuing his dog because Kamuy ran out of the village due to the fact that the villagers blamed him for what happened. On the night of the incident, Tio disappeared from his home. He probably felt responsible and ran away. Tio has been Fa's friends since they were little. They are best friends. And you want us to cooperate with you on your mission. Yes, of course. I cannot force you. Now we have a lot of warriors. Maybe they are enough. Oh, sorry about this. I've made you listen for such a long time without thinking. About you at all. Sorry about that, I had to take a breath. Well, as my apology, won't you stay at my house for the night? It'll be an... Come on, keep going past me. Honor to entertain heroes. Well... And when the kid clings onto you, that means you don't have a choice. Do you like Shauna? For tonight only. Thank you. I'm glad. Fa is happy too. She has been lonely since her mother passed away. Now let me see. When you are ready to stay, come back. I will prepare... come on past me. Dinner with Fa. Now then. You still can't leave. However, it would be in my best interest to go to the hotel and actually, rejuvenate myself, because from the battle with Linus, I didn't do that. And of course, going to the right means you could actually, hop off, but I don't think you can go anywhere further because those guys are still blocking your path. So you're gonna have to eat dinner with the mayor in order for you to even leave the city. So we're gonna do that, but first I need to go to the inn, hotel actually, and replenish. Because like I said, after Linus, I did not do that. I actually replenished with healing breezes and just zoomed through the storyline. No. Oh, wait. Never mind. I'm ending it here. I just realized that. Well, in the next episode, we're going to be continuing the story to see what the mayor's problem is.